What do you think about LeBron James, first of all? Does he have something in common with Aaron Rodgers?
Well, yeah, because he's a superstar. And superstars in certain situations got to stay relevant. Even though LeBron James is one of the biggest superstars in the world, you still want to keep your name out there. You still want to be out there. It's perfect time, although he's doing shop where it's part of his production company, executive produced it, the whole deal. He's talking about playing for the Golden State Warriors. Who's in the championship? The Golden State Warriors. So you having this conversation, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to start talking about it. What do we do when Aaron Rodgers talks about something? The first thing we do, we start talking about Aaron Rodgers because he said something. So LeBron James does have that on par with Aaron Rodgers. I don't think he's nowhere near as egregious as Aaron Rodgers when Rodgers does it, but he's a superstar. So that's what happens with superstars. They like to keep their name out there in situations because that's just what it is. He's not necessarily hijacking the playoffs or the finals, so to speak, but we do know where he's at. We are talking about him. He is taking our time away from talking about the Golden State Warriors and Steph Curry and Draymond Green and Boston Celtics. We're mainly focused right now on this particular conversation about LeBron James wanting to join the Golden State Warriors if he had his opportunity to. That would be a team that he would play for.
LeBron
See
James,
how I clean that up?
Yeah, you clean that up quick, Key, which is smart. LeBron James ain't going to Golden State.
No.
LeBron James staying in L.A. And
Yes.
for me, as a hooper right now, honestly, I feel like at times I'm really tired of talking about the Lakers, Max. Hey, Key, they ain't nowhere close to the NBA Finals.
It doesn't matter, though. It's the Lakers.
It does matter because
let me tell you.
I've heard this story before. I've heard that LeBron wants to play with Steph Curry. I've heard it before.
Yeah.
Like, it's taking up too much of my brain capacity back then. I ain't gonna let it do it now.
Brain capacity? You can't hold that thought for a second and then think of something else?
It's not deserving of me holding the thought, Max.
But
What's
look,
deserving of me holding the thought, Key, is talking about what's going to be with who the next superstar is if Jason Tatum or Steph Curry win the championship and the culture that they built, not LeBron James.
Is LeBron done winning titles?
But look, there's 3 teams in professional sports. Your ass gonna talk about whether you want to or not. Number 1 is the Lakers. Number 2 is the Yankees. And number 3 are the Dallas Cowboys. Yep. Whether you want to or not, those 3 are always going to be discussed no matter who plays on their team.
I don't mind discussing it, but at what rate I discuss it, I can choose that. So, like, my thing is, like, if we're talking about Darvin Ham getting a new job, okay, cool. Like, that's a monumental thing that's happening for the Lakers. But LeBron James saying out of the teams that he would like to play for, like, that's a catchy thing to get your attention. That's a shiny object. Like, I'm not. But Key, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
If it's Duke, by the way, you put Duke on that list.
What are you doing right now?
Yeah.
You're doing it, Jay.
You're doing it.
No, you're doing it.
You're doing it.
You said LeBron James. I didn't say LeBron James. You were talking just now.
You just said LeBron James and Aaron Rodgers being relevant superstars.
But you just said LeBron James out of your mouth, and you said you were not going to do it. And you're doing it.
And by the way, expand it to college, Duke and Alabama.
Not the same. Not the same.
What do you mean?
I'm saying national brands that you wind up talking about.
I'm talking about historically, no matter what.
No matter what. Yankees, Cowboys, Lakers. Yep.
No matter what.
But this is my thing is that look.
And when you talk about players,
I'm gonna sound like the grumpy old man here, Key, and I know it, and I'm cool with it. I'm with it. All I'm saying is we've already discussed so many times. Would LeBron James go to Golden State? What would it look like? Oh, he has this infatuation with Stephen Curry. So, like, what? Now we're going to take up more time discussing it again? No.
If he keeps sounding like a grumpy old man, they're going to kick him out of the metaverse. That's no place for grumpy old men, Jay. You're going to have to give back your NFT. Is that something? Did I say that right?
Your lack of knowledge around that subject matter is shocking.
Let
me get that NFT right back.
You make Jay mad when you start poking fun at him.
I know
he said grumpy old man.
At least just use the terminology correctly. Damn.
Yes, the
He's
universe,
a smart
the
man.
metaphor.
There you go, Key. That's all you got to do.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.